Hey, what's going on, guys? It's oGrizzLy here. I'm doing a Q&A. I got people to ask me questions off of Instagram using my phone right here. So, I hate Q&As already. Like, I got a shit ton. It's fucking impossible, but let's do this short and sweet. Okay. First question is from Psychotic Realm, and he asked, what was the most trouble you have ever gotten as a kid? I remember this one time. It was the only time that happened. So, future reference, don't do this. Don't let your kids do this in the future. I was 7 years old. I had no idea what the fuck I was doing at this time. I was probably hyper like usual. And, I basically called 911 and I hung up right when the phone started ringing. And then shortly after they called back and my mom was pretty upset and she got rid of my freaking my PlayStation 1 at the time. And then shortly after I actually had a PlayStation 2, but yet I wasn't allowed to play that until I had to do a specific thing, which was I had to write on a piece of paper 100 times saying I will never call 911 again unless it's an emergency. And I had to spell it correctly, everything, punctuation, all that shit. And it was during the summer too. It was probably around this time too, so I wasn't allowed to hang out with friends, go in the pool, play soccer like I used to back then, until I finished 100 fucking lines of that. And it was torture for me. And then after that, just to humiliate it more, I had to go into the police station by myself and give it to the police officer. And then I had a huge lecture about it from like one of the top guys in my township. And it was just, it scared the fuck out of me, and I haven't called since then, thank God. But that's all I'm gonna say about that. It was complete torture. So don't let your kids do this. Okay, next question is from Sincerity, and it's a 3-part question. Why you gotta do this, bro? First question, what inspired you to become a gamer? Secondly, what's your favorite game coming 2016 to 2017, and what's your favorite game of all time? Okay, what inspired me to become a gamer was, back then, before I had a Xbox, I had PlayStation 1 and 2. My main game I usually played was Crash Bandicoot, one of my all-time favorite series of all time. Before that, when I went to my grandpa's a lot, they had the original Nintendo system, playing Tetris and this beach volleyball game, which kind of pissed me off. And then, who can't forget the first original Super Mario Bros? That was the game that got me all hyped up and shit. And then I started playing a lot more PlayStation 1 when I was about 6 or 7. My first official game I got on the PlayStation 1 was actually NHL 2000. The graphics were freaking amazing, and yet it's one of my all-time favorite sports games of all time, including FIFA. Favorite game coming to 2016, 17 would probably be, right now, I think Rainbow Six Siege. I don't know if, I'm pretty sure it's, I don't know. Oh, the newest one coming out, Battlefield 1, that's gonna be top-notch, one of the best games in this whole decade. I don't give a fuck if it's 2017, 2018, I don't give a fuck, that's gonna be the best game of all time. It's gonna outdo Call of Duty. I'm more of a Call of Duty fan, but yet Battlefield 1 is going to be top notch, I guarantee it. I'm just saying, it's top notch. My favorite game of all time, I have a shit ton, but You know, fuck it. I'll do top 3 of all time. Number 3 would be Jak 2. It was phenomenal. The whole game series, the whole storyline, plot, additional stuff like with weapons and cars and characters. It was beautiful. Second game of all time would probably be Star Wars Battlefront 2. That basically got me into first-person shooters, even though most of that game was actually third-person. But yet, I managed to toggle settings, managed to get into first-person, and ever since then I kept it at that setting. And then I went over to Call of Duty. Kind of sucked at first. Don't hate me on it, okay? And I'm just gonna stop. And then first number 1 game of all time in my opinion is Crash Team Racing. I played at least a total of 500 hours on that game. I would go find a PlayStation 1, buy one, get a controller, a memory card controller, as many controllers as I want, have a party of just playing Crash Team Racing the whole fucking game. Like, that game was fucking amazing. I think it's one of the best multiplayer games of all time, online or not. But that was my favorite game growing up as a child. And I think it's the best game of all time in my opinion. With like Neo Cortex, Coco, Bowler, Tiny Tiger, Dingodile, whatever the fuck his name is, Engine, Crash Bandicoot. Like, how can you not hate that series? It's fucking phenomenal. I know like the new games of Crash Bandicoot, complete garbage, but with Naughty Dog creating what they did with Crash Bandicoot, it was fucking amazing. And I'm just gonna end this right here. Okay, next question's from Axel CSGO, and he asked, what was your favorite MW2 map? At Captain Whiskers asked, do you want to suck my dick? Next question is from at Andreas Aglid. I have no idea. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. He asked, have you ever played World of Warcraft? I've played it multiple times, and I suck at it. I'm not used to PC games, but the only PC games I've basically played are Hearthstone, RuneScape, don't hate me, and I've tried Overwatch as well. But have I ever played World of Warcraft? Yes, and I suck at it. I would be willing to do it, but yet I don't have the money to play for extra fucking time. Even if it's past level 20, even though I know level 20 is the limit until you have to pay. I would if I had the fucking money. I'm sorry if I'm swearing. I'm just sorry. I'm used to swearing. But yes, I've played World of Warcraft. UX Autobot asked, what's your favorite video game? Right now, it would probably be FIFA 16 because graphics went up again. They actually brought in women's football. Thank fucking God. So I could play as Alex Morgan and Abby Wambach 24/7. And they fucking annihilate. Oh Mercy asked, what's your favorite COD game of all time? I would say Black Ops 1. It's the first official game I started on, Call of Duty wise. And I sucked badly. Like, I literally sucked at that game. But yet, everything was just spot on. Like, the game setting, the maps, the guns were fucking... It sounded realistic. They looked realistic. Even though the graphics were shit, but yet they were amazing. Yeah, Black Ops. Okay, last question from Nova Feats. What console do you play on? I play on 360. I will be close to getting an Xbox One soon. I promise you that. Also, I play PC. Just hope I get an Xbox One. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed my video. I'll do another Q&A in the future, but make sure to like, subscribe, follow all my accounts, Instagram, Twitter, anything else. But other than that, hey guys, just a quick note. I want to thank everyone that's been supporting me the last few months regarding social media, also YouTube. Been doing a lot of stuff regarding to moving, finding a job, and all that other stuff, because you know that I've been posting a lot of busy personal stuff on Instagram lately, but it means a lot to me, and due to that I will give back as much as possible in the future with possible console giveaways and other stuff like that. But in the meantime, we'll move forward into YouTube stardom if we could. Other than that, thanks guys. Peace.